Hello and welcome to this video on bonsai species that can be kept indoors. First, we should point out that a bonsai can be kept indoors with little concern for a few days. This is what happens with bonsai exhibitions. However, you must take care when keeping them inside for longer. This is especially true over winter. Some bonsai species are simply unable to survive in cold temperatures. This means you need to bring them inside, and generally as soon as possible, but there is a slight caveat to that. More so in extreme weather, you may have to store them inside, regardless of what they are. This video will go through when to bring them in and how to handle them once they're inside. When you are keeping bonsai indoors over winter, it is very important to care for them in particular ways, because if you don't do that, you won't have bonsai anymore. You will have some decorative sticks in decorative pots. The other consideration is that if you are going to bring them inside over winter, it's a good idea to place your bonsai in its pot within a larger pot filled with soil, and the reasons for that will come apparent over time. The first and simplest reason is that as the bonsai grows over winter, and this assumes certain species, the roots will have more opportunity to grow. But you don't want to have them grow unnecessarily. So if you place your bonsai pot within a larger pot, you can remove them, chop them off, and you won't have any worries. Or you can simply transplant from one pot to another. But that's an extra hassle you don't really need. The second reason is that if you place them within a larger pot, you are quite literally forcing distance from windows. And this means you can avoid exposure to the extreme cold radiating from the window. It also means you have at least some reduction in the issue of artificial light requirements. The reason for taking these steps and others is very simple. Even in mildly cold weather, your bonsai will experience damage, and that damage cannot be fixed. It will have to grow out. Because of this, you obviously want to avoid damaging your bonsai. One option to do this is to bring them indoors. The other reason is that despite the general idea that you can bring them in no matter what and keep them growing year-round, most species require some period of dormancy. The degree of that dormancy will vary considerably, particularly in winter. Speaking of which, now that we are in the middle of winter, keeping your bonsai indoors can become much harder. Whether it is dealing with the walls of snow or just a slightly cooler night, keeping your bonsai in good health can be very difficult. Admittedly, it is more important for those in areas with an extreme change in weather, but the problems can apply to those in more temperate areas, just less so. Before the temperatures really start to fall, it's a good idea to move your trees from their full light or partial light position in the outside to a lower light environment. This involves gradually moving them further and further into shade, or putting them inside for more time during the day. This allows you to naturalize them to the environment that they'll spend the next 3 months or however long they're going to be indoors for. For this video, we're going to assume the most extreme scenario, but you can apply any of the methods mentioned to your circumstances, even if your scenario is far less severe. The first consideration for this is whether or not your species is suited to being kept indoors. Some species can be kept inside your home or similar all the time without any worry. These species will largely deal with whatever you throw at them in terms of conditions for keeping them inside. On that basis, we specify further in this video what is better for those species, but you can also improve the results of your others by using the same idea. The species that can be kept inside with little if any concern include figs, Chinese elm, snow roses, jade trees, cotoneaster, birch, desert rose, flowering or ornamental cherries, junipers, and cedar. These are species that you have little concern about, but you still need to take some measures. And now that you know which species can tolerate being kept indoors more readily, we can move on to species that need greater care, as they do not tolerate being kept indoors as well, and in some cases do not tolerate it at all. The types of tree that are generally kept for bonsai are going to be those that are temperate or similar. That is, those that are well suited to having a difference right throughout the year. Growth in spring, a nice foliage canopy in summer, possibly fruit, but certainly through to winter. Also, there'll be the autumnal colour change and the bare branches in winter. Generally speaking, winter is also when they're dormant. This seasonality is one of the concerns here. One thing you need to be aware of is that when you bring these temperate trees inside, you need to account for the fact they require dormancy, but they also need to be protected. Because they are temperate, the reality is that if they're exposed to too extreme a cold, or for that matter extreme heat, you can damage things like buds for flowers, leaves, and even completely destroy branches. This is one reason to protect them, but protecting them too much means you don't get dormancy, and this is the problem. Some people will make the mistake thinking that not only does this only apply to deciduous trees, but that all trees that will survive in temperate environments aren't going to be affected as much. And unfortunately, this isn't the case. All trees require some degree of dormancy. It's just what kind and for how long. This brings us to the first thing you need to be aware of, light. Now, you can choose to use artificial lights if you so wish, and this will, to an extent, mitigate any of the concerns we're about to mention, as generally speaking, artificial lights should be set up in such a way that they will support the tree without any other concerns. But that's another issue entirely. Assuming that you don't have a full setup for indoors with artificial lights and so on, you're probably going to be relying on natural light as much as possible. And that's the problem. Indoors, the intensity of light is going to be a lot less than outside, and the trees will gradually become weaker and sicker if you keep them in that condition for too long, unless you take steps. The first of these is to place your bonsai in a bright location. Generally, this is going to be directly in front of a window, but not directly on the window. To be clear about this, you need space back from the window so that the cold radiating from it does not cause the same issues you're trying to avoid, but it needs to be close enough that in turn you get all the light hitting the tree, or at least as much as possible. If you are in the northern hemisphere, you want a south-facing window. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you want a north-facing window. And this is again to maximize the light. Even with this, you may find that the light intensity is too low. This is one scenario in which artificial lighting may be helpful, but nonetheless, this is another issue entirely, and you want to avoid it if possible for various reasons. You want your bonsai exposed to about 10 hours of light a day. The other thing to mention here is that you should consider rotating your trees facing direction every other day. So the first day, have what you would say the front of your tree is against the light, and then the back of the tree against the light the next day. This gives you a more balanced exposure and ensures you don't get weird growth. And next is humidity. As a general rule, depending on what kind of heating you have and various other factors, over winter you're likely to see that there is a significant difference in the humidity of the outside that the bonsai is used to and the inside of your house. If you can, it's a good idea to try and box your bonsai in an environment where you can keep a reasonably constant degree of humidity. This is partly to ensure that you don't get mold and other issues, but also to ensure the tree is actually healthy. But you're also trying to block the issue of a dry house drawing out all the moisture from the tree. This may not be possible. As such, using a tray filled with water, it can also help. If you can't do that, you may also wish to mist the tree. This is arguably very necessary, as particularly over winter when the tree is dormant, you don't want to water it as much. And that's the issue here. If you water it too much, the tree won't really use that water, and it won't evaporate off into the low humidity environment as readily. As a result of that, you'll end up with root rot. Because of that, you want to try and minimize watering, but compensate for that with addressing the humidity issue. The next issue is going to be temperature, and this is one of the more difficult things to deal with, particularly when we're talking about bonsai being indoors. As a general rule, the species you're going to look at bringing indoors are either going to be temperate or tropical. For tropical trees, it's an issue of the temperature being too low. For temperate trees, it's an issue of the temperature being too high. And this is where things get quite difficult. Because tropical trees are like a high temperature and they tend to prefer this year round, they need to be kept somewhere warm, or at least warmer. So you may find that you need to keep your tropical bonsai in a room that is regularly used and kept at a warmer temperature. This is arguably the major way to ensure that they're at least healthier, if not healthy. Subtropical species are sort of the opposite. You want to try and keep them in a room that is used less frequently, as the temperature would generally be lower. And these are sort of the extremes, where if you have the tropical species they need to be kept warm, temperate or even subtropical species, you want to keep them in a less warm room. The less warm room is to allow them to enter a state of dormancy. We should say a very clear dormancy, as there will be no growth or development, whereas with the tropical trees you may just see incredibly slow growth in their form of dormancy. You may even notice no changes at all, it's just that they don't lose their leaves or similar. In terms of reintroducing them to the outside, you want to gradually take them back out and have them outside for more time during the day. If you can't, gradually move them from somewhere inside to a very shaded environment, and then gradually more and more light to rehabilitate them and rehabituate them to spring itself. Hopefully with this information, you can happily keep your bonsai inside in good condition over winter or even all year round, if you are so inclined. Following the advice, hints and tips in this video should lead to your bonsai producing the best results you can hope for, and seeing no adverse effects to being kept indoors, at least for a time. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it interesting, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please do post any comments, questions, or suggestions you have below.